So, hello and welcome back everybody. So as you can see here, this is a prototype version of the new 1.3 board for the Ultimate-NAG52 project. This is basically just a hardware revision of the existing boards that I've been selling, whereby we improve certain things such as switching to LDOs for slightly less noisy power supply, more filtering caps, change the MOSFET layouts, and more importantly, or the most important thing, is the integration of the torque converter Zener circuit on the PCB, which is selectable via a jumper. You can turn it on and off this way, as well as you have to cut those two traces there. It's actually nicely documented now on the back of the board as to how to switch to the TCU Zener mode. So as it's now, I've done some tests on the bench here as best as I could without soldering anything, and these boards seem to work really well. So this here is the TCU from my car, which I have been running for the past 40,000 miles. So I put it in about 220,000 miles, and my car now has 262,000 miles on it. I think it's time that I will just put the connector on this one and we just go for a drive and see how it goes. Because I think there will be no problems. The firmware is, the idea of this board is that the current firmware just works perfectly out the box with it. There's no firmware changes needed because no pinouts are changed or anything. It's just slightly better hardware. That's all that's changed on the boards. So what I'm also going to do is actually do something a little bit more, which is to swap the MCU round as well. So this will have my old car's and my old board's MCU, and it should just work. Like there should be no problems whatsoever. So I'll get on with that. But whilst I'm here talking to you guys, I just wanted to say right now, the store is currently only got about 2 boards left, and I'm restocking in April. So it will probably still be a batch of these older generation boards, purely because I want to test these for a couple of months before I at least know that everything is working fine and, there's no problems or whatsoever. So yeah, the boards that I'm next selling on the store will be these, but I'm sure I'll put an announcement up on the storefront when I switch to these newer boards. As for the 2.0 board, that's still a work in progress as usual. Still working on bits there and there. It's a lot of work. So yeah, time I think that we switch these round. I'll just do that off camera and we'll at least see if it works on my baby test bench here. So let's get on with it. And like that, this is now together. And I have it on my baby little valve body here. Everything seems to work. The only thing I did have to change was a single pull-up resistor there from 10K to 2K to match the older board. It just looks like in the design, for some reason, I put 3 10Ks rather than 2 10Ks and 1 2K as pull-ups for the sensors. Other than that, we can go ahead and turn the MPC solenoid on. It works. SPC also works. Torque converter. It works, but right now the torque converter Zener mode is not activated, so it sounds a little bit different to what I've shown before. And the shift valves also work. So yeah, I think it's now time we just throw this in the car and see if it drives. So TCU's now in the car. This is bringing me back to the old days of when I was doing some of my old C class. So let's see. Okay, first good step, we've got CAN working. Let's turn it on. Okay, and then moving over here, let me check something. Data logger, sensors. Perfect. So let's go to reverse. Okay, seems to be that everything's okay. So now it's time to go for a little drive, I think. So, back at my desk, the test drive did not go well, but I think we're going to have another go. So what was happening was it was refusing to change gear, and after maybe about an hour or so of debugging and trying to figure out what happened, I've realized that I've messed up. So on my schematic for the new board, I had specified 10 milliohm, just like the older generation boards. But on this one, for some reason, when I put the order in, I put the wrong part number for these resistors, so they were actually 50 milliohm resistors. So yeah, the solenoids were essentially working at 1/5 of their actual current the entire time, and that was not good for the gearbox or whatever. Also, one other improvement is I actually removed the capacitors that I added in this generation update. They were causing some noise with the shunt monitoring. But now it seems to all be good, so I'm going to go back in the car and go for another drive. And after a complete test drive, I'm actually quite happy to say that it now works. So this entire time, the problem was just the fact that I had the wrong shunt resistors on the board and some extra capacitors. So yeah, I will now do some driving with my test board for the next couple of months and just make sure everything's nice and stable and safe. And then once that's done, then I think it's time to release the new board to the public. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. So goodbye.